In the last lectures, we learned a lot about state and props. We learned that these are the only two things which lead React to update your DOM if something changed. Now, I also mentioned that when creating a component as a function, as we do for person, we can't use state in there, because it's just a function where we return some JSX code. Granted, we could run other code before doing that, and you often do that if you need to transform your props first or something like that. But you can't set up a state property here. You can't call this setState because it's no class extending component. The setState method is not known and we don't have methods anyways. It's no class, it's a function. And still I mentioned that you should use this function form of components as often as possible. And I will emphasize it here one more time. Why is this so important? Because these simple components, which are just functions receiving props, are very clear about what they do. They only render something to the DOM, they are dynamic because of props, and you can add some additional logic prior to calling return. But, and that's super important, they don't manipulate your application state. As your application grows, you will see that this is not so unimportant. This is actually really important. Most parts of your application shouldn't change the application state. They should just render something to the DOM. Dynamic, yes, but they shouldn't allow you to change your application state. Your application state should only be changed and handled in a few selected components, also referred to as containers. App.js would be such a container. That's just another name. It is a component, but we refer to it as container because it contains some part of our application state. In our demo application, actually all of the application state. Here, we can change something about our app. And then we pass these changes down to, for example, the person component. But that's it. The change happens in app.js. And once we start building the course project, you will see me use this pattern. I will have a few components where the state actually lives and gets changed, and a lot of components which take some inputs and then just render something into the screen, but which won't directly manipulate the state. Still, you might have cases where maybe you also want to listen to an event in the person component or in any other component. Now, of course, you could turn this into a component which extends component so that you can define methods which you execute. But maybe you want to listen to an event here, but execute some method in app.js so that you can keep that pattern of changing the name in app.js, but actually listening to the event in another component. Let's have a look at how we can handle this and change the state from another component in the next lecture.